Thank you very much, Marty, and we appreciate ECPAT's obviously ongoing work in this area and also their involvement in this panel here today. And just a few words on the panel. I'm going to ask the other panellists to speak in a moment. But of course, what we understand more than anything else about this issue is that it requires strong leadership from all different sectors. That's why today we've got Simon, who is the Sustainable Tourism Manager at ABTA, Peter Davis, Chief Executive of CEOP, and Hugh Davis from ACPO as well. But just a few words about the role that parliamentarians have to play. Obviously there's a couple of parliamentarians and former parliamentarians, Jim Sheridan or Blizzard, here today, and we'll be looking to share the experience of this lunchtime lecture more widely. But it's incredibly important actually that strong political leadership dominates this issue. We know and we understand that this is a deeply topical issue here in the UK right now, and many of us that have been working around the issues of sexual exploitation and commercial or child sexual exploitation welcome the renewed focus that is here in the UK right now. But what must be clear, and where the government must be really clear, is that we do not tolerate the exploitation of children in any part of the world, not just in this country. I've been struck in my work as the chair of the All-Party Group on Prostitution here in the UK about much of the evidence around people that use women involved in prostitution. Their first experience will very often be overseas, and there's certainly anecdotal evidence that that will be a similar scenario for people involved in child sexual exploitation overseas as well. The link is very, very clear. So we need to recognise obviously that tourism is not the starting point for this crime, but it is the structure through which those who choose to exploit vulnerable people will do so. We need to recognise as well that there's a role for data sharing between the police, CEOP, ACPO and others, Home Office included. But most of all, I think we need to have a clear sense that this is wrong wherever it takes place. There have been some welcome developments in recent years, even in last year with the 3-day loophole being closed. But we know there are too many loopholes in our legislation right now. And the one thing that I think I've learned more than anything else in my time here is that it is clear and strong political leadership that gets this thing done. It's not just about having great civil servants in the Home Office or those people in the Foreign Office who know and understand their brief. It's about having ministers that are willing to push hard to get this stuff sorted. We've seen that in the world of trafficking, prostitution elsewhere, and now it's about bringing those things together. So from my end, that's the contribution that I believe that parliamentarians can play. But the biggest thing that we can do is actually learn from those experts who are out doing this day in, day out.